go hospital, do kidney test, do everything. Doctor say, madam, you know they make love, na cause am. My husband, a friend there for street for 5 years. For more than 13 years, I mean, they beg her to sleep with me. I go call him, come sleep with me, no go agree. My husband go leave me 5:30 in the morning for house, go meet street girl for 5 years. Then you go tell me, make her forgive him. I want to forgive him.
I don't see him respecting her. Even if I was her husband, I won't respect her. I mean, does she think she's being selfless? She's not. She's just being... trying to be a martyr and hey, my husband, she's not going to the church. Go and sleep, madam.
Sin na sin. So as you know, cheat, but you know forgive, na still sin. If you have unforgiveness in your heart and you die, my sister, you're not going anywhere.
Once you're in a relationship or you're a union, you do not find love in that union. There's no need spending one day of your life. Now, if you look at that woman's reaction, what she's basically doing is what? Planning for revenge for that man.
This caller that just finished just sums it up. Do not let somebody rip you of life itself.
At what point does a marriage stop being a marriage? At what point do you realize that you're in a traumatic, toxic environment that does not benefit you physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually? At what point then do you take yourself out of that situation? Thank you for staying with us. So we're going to play that video we were trying to play earlier. We had to take it down because to fix some technical issues, but that's been fixed now. Let's take a moment to watch the video.
As I did yesterday, so what if my husband don't do me? If not be God, I'm not sure so I'll forgive her. As I did, my husband will give me 15 naira. I won't buy something of 100 naira. I'll collect 15 naira. I go put my own joy. I can't get all my husband property. I'll take and knock my chest. Now me buy all. To the extent he do and reach the extent we say, if they pay, I might not know again. My husband they work, better work. If you know me, you know me. And don't say if I say many people don't know me, come at the church go half. And people will see me say this woman they enjoy you don't know. To the extent that don't go hospital, do kidney test, do everything. Doctor say, madam, you know they make love, na cause am. To the extent, my husband, a friend there for street for 5 years. I go they beg for more than 13 years. I mean they beg her to sleep with me. To the extent, I go call him, come sleep with me, no go agree. My husband go leave me 5:30 in the morning for house, go meet street girl for 5 years. Then you go tell me, make her forgive him. I want to forgive him. But when I know to God, I'm not going to leave the marriage. Maybe they don't want to go. I'm not going to fornicate. If not that one, I go take die, make her die. Bet I'm not come up for the marriage. I worked for it and I will eat it. Nobody go come conk my children now. And one thing when I they tell women, pastor, not verse, I they talk calm. Woman, not do anything with your husband, make your children not know. Make your children they know. Because when you come out, people go they blame you, your children no go see Matt, they talk. Many times my husband don't use cutlass pursue me, say go kill me. Many times. On the 3rd of January, now on the 4th, now pack all the cutlass where they ask come out. Everything I they do, but if you see me for outside, the woman fine, no, the woman do this. I never one day take hungry beat my husband. My husband they eat morning, afternoon. If you know me, you know me. For my store, I sit down hungry. $12 I don't go make food. I marry my husband after God now my husband. Then thirdly now family, and if not be family, me for don't come out. The family stood by me, like they stood by me. But I'm not sure if I forgive them, but I don't come out. But no forgive them. But I don't come out.
In the church.
She wants apology.
Once she eats her cake,
What does she want?
That's not what
never
she
get.
YK, you heard that video. Let me hear your initial thoughts. Because I have so many of mine.
You see, she needs therapy first. That where she is not the right place. Where she's, let her go to a professional therapist because she's obviously, and if she thinks it's because she's not making love, that's why she has all these diseases. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
just
not
yes, not just
internal, internalized
yes,
anger and pain,
and bitterness.
Anger.
you know. So while she's doing that and thinking she's punishing him or being a martyr, she's deceiving herself.
That's the word.
Because she
Matter
said the
of
husband
what-
are trying to pursue. I mean, if someone is pursuing you, what are you still doing there?
With cutlass.
With cutlass, so she has had to
dies.
resist. You know, so she considers herself a martyr. Now, if she's not careful, she will die and leave the children. And the woman that is outside on the street that is going, he leaves 5 o'clock every morning to go and meet, will be the one that will train those children. So she has to now decide what does she want. And then, you see, that's why I said the church where she is the wrong place, because people are shouting, yes, forgive him. They don't know better. They are not professionals. So they are giving her, and she said, no, she not fit forgive him. They are saying forgive him. I think she should forgive him too, so that she can find peace.
She may forgive him in the future, but she needs to first take her anger and take herself out of that situation. Because I'm afraid that she forgives him,
the thing is, yes, take her anger and take herself out of the situation, but she's not ready. She's still saying, I know they go anywhere. And like, yeah, there. Instead of running away because of the cutlasses, she seized all the cutlasses. Has she seized all the knives?
Thank you.
Has she seized all the whatever he can use? So she has to.
And why do you see it as a way of, in her own mind, she's punishing him? Almost like, I know you don't want to be with me, but I'm not going to leave.
Give you that satisfaction.
Yes.
Okay, but do you
She thinks she's punishing
but
him.
you see how smart this man is? You see? Because if you want to be stupid, let us clap for the man now that you've enabled his nonsense. The man goes in the morning, 5:30, to go and service himself, right? Then he comes back to eat your hot
meal.
Hot akara.
That I did not pay for.
And this thing. And
That I did not pay for.
Hot.
That I did not
And he
pay
said,
for.
I did not pay for. You're
3 square
cooking
meals.
breakfast,
Lunch and dinner.
13
Madam,
years.
now, what are you doing? You're doing yourself, oh. You are doing yourself. This man is enjoying life. Nyafu. And then, hey, the man doesn't even want you to go. This one is in cutlass. He's acting Nigerian movie.
He doesn't want you to
He doesn't
leave.
want you to go because this life, the man he's in his element.
Best of both worlds.
Best of all
You
worlds.
see, because I don't want a situation where they will say we are advising people to leave marriages. That is not.
Why? So my question to those people will be, what is a marriage? Is this a marriage? Please. That's my question.
That's what I'm saying. She first has to forgive him.
Okay.
So she can move on. She has to first forgive him. You are a wicked man. You are doing this to me. Forgive him. Seek therapy, and then do the next best thing for herself. She has to think of number one, because the children that she's protecting by staying there.
Grow her fast.
She's not. Nima, my question is, what is a marriage really? Please.
Marriage is 2 consenting adults loving each other enough to do life with each other. In Islam, they say it's a relationship that is based on mawaddat and warahmah, a marriage of mercy and tranquility. So for you to look at someone and say, this person, I would not just love them, but I will always consider them in kindness. Because for you to be able to execute all of this, at no point did you take a break and say, I think I'm not becoming the best part of myself, which is being kind. If you feel, I understand her. There are certain hurts and pain that a woman goes through in marriage. You think you can't forgive. It's the same thing when a man finds that their woman that they've loved is cheating. You see some men when they go and take your call.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just trying to drop that. But let's take a call from Ade. Ade's calling us from London. Good morning, Ade.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies. This story is so pathetic to me. Number one, I have so many questions for the woman. Why can't the family, since the family are behind her, why can't they solve the problem? That's number one. Number two, the church that the woman is going, why can't the pastor intervene and solve the problem? Number three, somebody said something very important. If this woman dies, the woman outside will come into the house. So the woman now should protect herself. Either she go into a technology system to satisfy herself or whatever. So if the husband doesn't touch her, she can touch the husband now. At least the husband give the husband breakfast. The husband will sleep off. Then you touch your husband. Simple. You understand? You are the owner of your husband. So So you
She
don't
should
know
drug
this
him.
common sense.
I don't even understand. Thank you, Ade, for your
You
contribution.
should give him breakfast when he's little. She should climb on him and rape him. So this marriage is supposed to be established on love, mercy, kindness. People mistake it for maybe it's generous, it's money. You see, for me, it's the consideration, the kind words. And when men talk about respect as the thing they want in marriage, it's just that you want respect that is looking like servitude. Women want respect that puts dignity in their lives.
Yes.
So everybody wants respect. A woman does not want to be talked down at, while she's respecting you, because it becomes like a slave-master relationship. If she's respecting you and you have kind words, you consider her, she's tired, you will help her when you need to. Or maybe you're really upset, but you remember who you're talking to, where you're coming from, her sacrifices. Those are the things women are looking for. Me, I don't know about women that are looking for money. I look for money, but it's not everything. My 17 years of marriage wasn't about money the entire years. But one thing that I'm premium on, the things that have caused fights in our marriage is when I'm spoken down, excuse me, and some men, they get carried away with it. So I think these are the things. A thriving, enabling environment to grow and thrive. This house is toxic to her kids. Yes. And I'm sure that she's thinking it, but there's also the part of the bravery to stand up and move. So it's a lot of work.
It's a lack of bravery.
Yeah, it's a lack of courage to do that.
Let me take this call. Emmanuel is calling us from Benin. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, ladies. I'm a first-time caller. It's a pleasure to join the show.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. About this hot topic, the first thing that got to my mind immediately I saw this topic was a quote by Karl Marx that says, "Religion is the opium of the masses." Okay. And what it simply means is that religion brings false comfort and numbs the pain of oppression and preventing people from demanding real material change to better their lives on earth. So this particular topic got to me so deeply because it happened in my family, but in a different light. Okay. 2005, exactly 15 years ago, 15 years ago, thereabout, my sister was going to get married to a man. Both of them were pastors. And because of religion, the man deceived my sister into a marriage that turns out to be like he was complete infidel. Remember the first phrase the woman made, like, if he asks for money, the man will give something that is irrelevant. So that's how this marriage became for my sister. To a point, my sister endured that marriage for 20 years. But me, as a 15 years old, I saw something was wrong. But my mom, who was a Christian and other people were telling my sister beer. But as a 15 years old, I was always boiling that this man is not the right man for my sister. So at the end of the day, my sister bear this tribulation for 20 years. And then the man, at some point, if my sister is pregnant, the man will be saying they are praying. Something that will go for operation, she will say, we are praying, we are doing this, we are doing that. And that's how she did. After 20 years, my sister now said, God told her to leave the marriage. Instantly, I became very upset and said, God did not just tell you now. I said, because religion is a problem in our society or the world at large. I said, because even Christ, as a Christian, did not even come to preach religion. He came to preach love. Once you are in a relationship or you are a union, you do not find love in that union. There is no need spending one day of your life. Now, if you look at that woman's reaction, what she's basically doing is what? Planning for revenge for that man. That act of her saying to herself, I will not leave this marriage, is planning for revenge. If that man in his old age is going to reap what he sowed in the life of that woman. You realize that someday, sometime, if that woman continues in that bitterness in that home, which nobody is telling her, is going to poison that man to death one day. And at the end of the day, you find out that the man is old, he's not able to do things he's supposed to do before. The woman will be taunting this man with that thought every day of his life. So the fact is that religion is the major problem in our society. The fact that we cannot preach love is a basic problem. The fundamental of marriage or any institution is love. Once there's no love, there's no way that union should continuously be in existence. There should be love that should be the standard. Every other thing, nobody should tell anybody that.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel, for your contribution.
You said it.
Yes.
So we don't like to talk about it. The earlier caller had mentioned the role of the family. this man comes from an enabling family. They enable his bad behavior in this marriage because they are around the woman telling her to be patient. They are around the woman providing distant support. No worry. Now you be the best wife we marry. Is that because of your children? Nobody is considering how bitter she'll be. This same family, if God forbid things happen, that her bitterness now consume her so that she's unable to be kind to the man. Say, now what for you? You know they forgive. You know they shame. You know they forgive. Your heart too hard. That storm your heart be. Because and they would have enabled him to get away with it for years. I see the woman talking about it. But this are enabling, this caller that just finished, just sums it up. Do not let somebody rip you of life itself. You know?
I remember some time ago, there was this thing that was on social media. It says Nigerian women in marriages. That they will call you and say, my husband is beating me, what should I do? Next thing, my husband has just stabbed me in my chest and I'm bleeding all over the floor. What do you think I should do? The next one, I'm dead, my spirit is hovering around. What? My husband caused it, what should I do? It's like at what point does a marriage stop being a marriage? At what point do you realize that you're in a traumatic, toxic environment that does not benefit you physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually? At what point then do you take yourself out of that situation? Let's go on a short break. When we return, we will see if we can answer that question for all of us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
YK, before we went off, I was saying at what point would is a woman allowed to take herself out of a toxic situation? What is, first of all, I'm looking at it, what is a marriage? When does it stop being a marriage? Is it as long as I have a legal document saying that you're my husband, you're my wife, no matter how we treat each other, that stands? Or am I allowed to, I won't even call it selfishness, I will call it selflessness, to look at a toxic situation, something as bad as what she has just described, and take myself out of that situation? When is a Nigerian woman allowed to take herself out of a situation that is no longer a marriage, in my opinion?
You asked Nima to define marriage. And I will ask myself to define. To me, marriage is a relationship between two people. It's a mutually beneficial relationship between two people, not beneficial to one side. Because once it's beneficial to one side, it's not a marriage. It's a lord and master or lady and
slave.
So for me, I would say mutually beneficial, and we both appreciate each other, and we both love. Because that giz love, it dies. It can't be giz forever. But you both still need each other. And in this relationship, I don't see him needing her. He wants her because she's
not going.
Cooking for him. So she's doing all the things that a woman is supposed to do in a marriage.
And she's not financially dependent on him as well, because she takes care of herself.
So that money that he's not giving her, he's giving
5 a.m.
the 5 a.m. call.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's not a marriage.
Obviously. Well, let me take this call and then we'll continue. Margaret is calling us from Egbeda. Good morning, Margaret. Margaret, are you still there? Okay, I don't think so. YK, you were...
Yeah, so to me, a marriage has to be mutually beneficial to both parties. Once it's not, you don't have a marriage. So my advice to women is make sure you both love and respect each other. In this case, I don't see him respecting her. Even if I was her husband, I won't respect her. Because, exactly. I mean, does she think she's being selfless? She's not. She's just being... trying to be a martyr and hey, my husband, she's not going to the church. My husband, go and sleep, madam.
But she also talked about family members who have stood by her. I remember there was a girl I knew a long time ago. His family
members.
Yes, his family members.
She should ask her own family whether they like it.
So I know someone, when we're young girls growing up, she was in a relationship with this boy that didn't treat her well. But she was loved by his family. the family wanted her for him.
Neighbors, they wanted a girl that could take it.
She would go to visit him in the family house. The mother-in-law would, you know, have her, they spend time together. They'll go out, she'd visit the family and friends and everything. But the boy himself would bring different girls to the house while she was there. It was obvious that he didn't love her, but the family really wanted her. And she was willing to bank whatever, her life on that the mother loves me, his family loves me.
For how long?
So you can see that.
Did he marry her in the end?
No, he didn't.
You can see that the person she's dating the wrong person. She's supposed to be dating the boy's mother.
Abi?
You see that, because we need to be telling ourselves the truth. And then the mother that is seeing everything that is happening now, and then seeing that you're the footmat, how will she respect you? And then the mother already knows that she has a problem. So she's looking for the best person to come and help her curtail and solve this her problem.
She don't spoil already.
The people, see, human beings, we're selfish. We're innately selfish beings. So people, they look for the one we go work for them. Our business we do. You understand? And the one that makes me laugh so much is the high moral compass that this woman has. And all of us, we as human beings, we have. And as Christians, that you're standing there in church and you're trying to say, you know, I'm the good woman, I'm the Christian mother, I will tolerate anything, I will not cheat, but I will not forgive. Madam, I'm a Catholic. They told us there's small sin and there's big sin, but I became an adult. I realized that there's no sin that is bigger than any other one. Sin is sin. So as you know, cheat, but you know, forgive, that's still sin. So that heavenly race that you're jumping to, is still sin. So whether you commit adultery, kukuma go enjoy yourself after 30 years, because whether if you think that is what will open the gate of heaven, they just will open it and say, welcome. If you have unforgiveness in your heart and you die, my sister, you're not going anywhere.
Prince has called us from Lekki. Good morning, Prince.
Good morning, ladies. Compliment again.
Thank you.
Amaka, so the lady should get the mother. I got to that one there. So this is my take on the issue as discussed. I really feel for the lady. Feeling for the lady means it's our society and the way we are founded. First, lack of education, lack of exposure, and generally overwhelming outlook of the society. And then the caller that spoke about religion spoke about it extensively. Religion has been the bane of our society. So religion is making us say God hates divorce, because that place is a church. God hates divorce, that's number one. Number two, religion is better not to commit any fornication or any adultery. But then, Madam Nima will berate me again when I come to legal time. Legalistically, what are the process for that woman to obtain a divorce and move on? The property is there. The property is there that she has laid claims to, because the children will always go on. But for me, the only thing I would do here is to praise the woman. She's a very kind and good woman. Society shouldn't allow her kindness. Somebody that sees the husband 3 times a day, not just to put tusa for the man and don't go. Woman is a very good woman. Thank you very much, lady.
Prince, thank you for your contribution. Is she really a kind woman? Is that what kindness means?
No, she is.
But it's not out of kindness. It's out of anger and bitterness. She says, I cannot forgive him. I will be in this together. So it's not really kindness. Let's be honest.
I'm looking at it another way.
It's
because when Amaka made the statement, marry the mom, I have seen it traditionally where they will say, the mother will say, this is my choice. The son will marry that one, but he can't love her.
Okay.
And the mom will make sure that that woman births children, lives and thrives by her own provision. The son will then marry his love, who the mother might never like, who will also bet and thrive on the husband. I've seen that. That one I've seen before. I'm also looking at this woman's choice of language. She was speaking pidgin. Maybe in expressing herself and the deep hurt she has felt, she used the word, I can't forgive it. That's how deep it was. I hear the woman saying, this woman that is saying, I will not leave, is saying if the man changes 1 minute, she's just looking for his validation, where he changes 1 second and says, you have been the best thing in my life. I am sorry that I did not do right by you. This one will forgive. This is not the Diary of a Mad Black Woman. She would forgive and she would stay. And she just wants to be told by her, women are raised.
Do you really even think she will forgive?
No, she will. She might not heal. She might not forget. But she would stay, she would forgive, and she will continue to be a better woman. Her standards of marriage are not the same with us. Her standards of marriage is how well you raise your kids in an abusive. I know someone who is living.
Nima, sorry, let me interrupt you and
Okay,
take this
take your
call.
call.
This person is calling us a second
Even
time.
in that
Margaret is
situation.
calling us from Egbeda. Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning. Please, I just want to chip in. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Margaret.
Okay. So I think her point is that she's trying to lay a good example for the children. I think the children is her focus.
Yes.
But to be sincere, I think the example that she's laying, that she feels is a good one, is actually not a good one. Because even the children are not enjoying that home. The way the man is treating her.
Yes.
It could build negative kind of stuff on the children philosophy stuff. So I think it's better when a relationship is not working like this, it's better to stay out. I always advise distance space. Even your prayer in that marriage may not work because you are praying out of grudge. When you give distance space, protect your children. The children are watching what that man is doing. She may feel the children, when they grow up, they may not take it. Or watch, they will feel like I can't take what my mother went through. So we should always be wise. Even the Bible that we are reading said, in everything get wisdom, because it is the principal thing.
So there's no wisdom
If the Bible-
in this. Thank you so much, Margaret. Nima, you were saying.
You know, so I
Says
see.
in everything, apply wisdom. There's no wisdom here.
No, depending on your wisdom. I say women, we are taught that some women cannot, they will develop diseases when they go through some abuses. Autoimmune diseases. Then you will now see the woman in their 80s, bawling. Some have defined their lives differently. What you call pain is not what they call pain. This woman is lack of better language, lack of better understanding of the terms she wants to use. She's just asking the church. That's why she's saying it in church, that I have endured so much pain, I have endured loneliness, I have had... Whereas the man is just training her to be independent, but because that's not her worldview. She's looking at it and thinking, I would bear it. I say I know someone who's learned that no matter how wrong, how erroneous or in thinking her husband is, she would never correct him.
Okay, so
And she's living in that marriage, even when it affects her and her life, she will not say a word. And she will tell me, she'll say, a good woman builds her home. She quotes that Bible verse all the time when she's advising.
Where's the home
I
when
don't
he's
understand.
not even there?
But the home she thinks he's building is giving peace no matter what. As if the man does not need to give the woman peace.
Okay. Please, let's change that. It's not acceptable. If there was a time that people used to do, no,
you know
please.
that we are all sitting on the same table here now.
I don't think that there's any human female.
I'm trying to do what I have seen, which is hold an argument for this woman and how she's wired. It doesn't mean that she'll be sad in her old age. She thinks that as long as her children...
She's obviously bitter. She's obviously
this
angry.
woman is bitter.
Yes, so she does not...
So
that
if she
does not
hears sorry,
work.
make her tell what she go take leave. If she hears sorry from him, she's fine. I'm coming somewhere, he never finished. If she hears sorry from him, she's fine. If she hears that his family says, I know you're the best woman, as long as that woman outside, they do not accept the woman, she's fine. If she hears her kids say that, mommy, after all you went through in that day, she's fine. She doesn't think that the children will look at her and think what she could have done for herself until that becomes another phase that she's facing. Where she is right now, she don't understand them. And sadly, it is...
let me tell you something.
Okay, please, before you answer that, let me take Gladys. Gladys is calling us. Good morning, Gladys.
Hello, Gladys.
Good morning. Good morning, beautiful ladies in the house. Yeah, I'm so happy to be on this show this morning. And I want to give my quarter of contribution to the topic, the hot topic today. You know, when I was watching that woman talk, I was seeing a confused woman. I was seeing a bitter woman. I was seeing someone who doesn't even know what she wants at all.
Yes.
Yes, that was all what I was seeing on her face. She's not a happy woman. And living in that toxic environment will not change who she is. It will only add to her bitterness, and it will contribute to hating even other people. Because when you don't love yourself, you can't give love to others, unfortunately. She hates herself. I look at her like someone who has hated herself so much to subject herself to that kind of toxicity, you know. So she needs a therapy, just a therapist, just the way Yemi said. I support her fully. She's in the wrong place saying her problems. Religion, the other caller, I listened to what other callers are saying, and someone said that religion is the main problem we have. Religion has really dealt with us. She's in the congregation of people who are hailing her like the virtuous woman, who she is not. She's thinking she is, but she's not. She's causing herself problems and causing her children problems. You are living with a man who is chasing you around the house with cutlasses, and this man is an unrepentant womanizer and all that, and you are doing this to your face every day. For 5 years, a man is leaving your bedroom to go and sleep with a street girl, and you know this, and then chases you with cutlass every day, and then all you could do is to go around and pick all the cutlasses and throw them away. And then a man that wants to kill you will kill you even in your sleep when you are not aware of what is happening. And these things have been happening. We have been seeing these stories. We have been reading them. We have been hearing them. I wonder why she thinks it can't happen to her. She doesn't even love her life. The children she thinks she's protecting, she will die one day and leave the children. I heard her say she doesn't want another woman to come and conk her children. But one day she will die and other women will come and conk the same children that she's thinking she's protecting. And then she's teaching these children, she has girls, she's teaching them that, oh, you can take all kinds of disrespect from a man. When a man is treating you like this, it's normal. Yes, that is the version of a virtuous woman in Africa. Because it's only in Africa that we can see that kind of virtuous woman. Africans believe that a woman who stays in her husband's house and tolerates all kinds of things is a virtuous woman. I'm not saying that we should be horridly leaving a husband's house. That's not what we're saying. But there are circumstances that warrant you to leave because you will die. In her circumstances, she has to leave because she will die one day. Chasing her with cutlass is not it. She will die one day. Yes, so she needs a therapy. If she's hearing me, she needs a therapy.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gladys. You know, I'm hearing that, Waki, you started off with that definitely, because immediately she made that confession in church, the pastor actually put it back on her. He says, well, in church, you're advised to be equally yoked, meaning marry someone who believes in God, who comes to church, who's a Christian, and then mentions that man hadn't been in church for 3 years. And then he now puts the burden back on her and says, find a way to entice him, that you have gone through 13 years of no intimacy, constant infidelity, physical and mental and emotional threats. He's still putting it back on her to find a way to entice that same man to come to church. So obviously the church is not for her. It's not there to help her. So, and I'm agreeing with everyone that says in this case, the church is a problem.
Can we advise her?
I also agree that she's confused because when she names everything she's done, meaning in spite of his cheating, I still make sure that there's food for him. I still take care of us financially. I'm still raising the children. I'm doing everything right, is what she's saying. Everything I am doing right. And yet, see where I am. So she's asking for a solution. She's not looking for, I don't believe that she's just looking for a sorry.
Can go for a solution.
She's confused. She just wants a way out. And religion is holding her. So for me, I don't think religion, definitely she needs therapy. She needs a group of women who understand the importance of loving yourself and loving your children. When one thing also I hear everyone say is that, what she's going through, the female children will think it's something they can accept. How about the male children? That think that is what they expect of women that they meet in their lives. They'll be wondering why they don't have proper relationships because these women don't want to be with men that have turned out like that. Do we want that also for our sons? So this woman is in a serious, she needs help. And it's not church, and it's not sorry that she's looking for. She wants a way out, and she needs to do it.
She has had 13 years of
knowing
training.
that she's doing the right thing.
She has had 13 years of training of loneliness. So she does not need to depend on someone. She didn't have a companion in 13 years. She only has children. She has had 13 years of training of independence financially because somebody is not footing any bills. The only thing she's there is a certificate of marriage and maybe papa of children. But she doesn't have a sexual partner. She doesn't have a companion, married partner. She's learnt independence, but she's not accepting it as her next phase. She's the one denying that herself. So I hope she's watching. Sometimes when the men are denying you food, money, help, companionship, everything that they're denying you, they're telling you can do well by yourself.
I don't know if YK or Amaka have last tips to share, because we're wrapping up this conversation
right now.
right
I can
now.
say is that she needs therapy. Like, as in, she needs to first accept that, you know, she's in a bad place, and that unforgiveness and that forgiveness is not for the other person.
It's for her.
It's for you.
Yeah. YK, any last words?
Do you think all these diseases she says she has, and they say it's lack of sex? It's not lack of sex. It is lack of
Self-worth.
Peace.
Peace. You know, mental, because
Stress, psychological stress.
Yes, all these things. With all that stress, you will develop all kinds of ailments. Your kidneys will not work. So, if you want to stay there, start training another woman to look after your children, because you will not be there to look after your children. So,
Thank you so much, ladies. Let's go on a short break. When we return, we will move on to the next topic for the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.